Greetings, Ben Murray here with another edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. Today, talking about DevOps, what expenses should be included in your DevOps cost center in COGS. This is a very common question. So, if we think about our SaaS P&L at the top, we have revenue, and then we have our COGS or cost of goods section, or you could call it your cost of revenue section. For pure play SaaS companies, we have tech support in there, professional services if you have onboarding, setup, training, configuration of your customers, customer success if they don't sell, and then DevOps. So, what exactly is DevOps? So, of course, traditionally we think about hosting, AWS, Azure, whatever hosting solution you're using to deliver your SaaS applications. So, very common expense to get hosting in the DevOps area in your COGS section. Next is third party software. So, do you have third party software that's embedded in your product to make it work or to add additional features? My classic example is Twilio. If we have in app messaging and we need some sort of messaging or email service, and we've got that embedded in our application, say through an API, that expense, that third party software, if there are platform fees, if there are transaction expenses associated with that, are definitely going to be in COGS and in our DevOps area. So, any third party software embedded or some platform tool for building upon another application. So, third party software embedded in our product. And then ongoing security and testing. So now, as we're looking at, say, penetration testing and ongoing compliance and PCI compliance, whatever it might be, or HIPAA compliance, so ongoing security and testing of our application should be in DevOps. And previously, it could have gone either way. We maybe, early in SaaS, we had one time, we did this one time, that was it. Now we have ongoing compliance requirements that we need to satisfy. So that ongoing security and testing, I'm going to code that as well in DevOps because it's an ongoing expense to deliver the application. And then as we get bigger, we have staff. So we have staff that's refining, configuring Amazon hosting, Azure, whatever it might be. We get big enough, we have DevOps staff directly assigned to the host environment to keep it going because it's just getting so complex. And then finally, we have amortization of capitalized software development. So if you are capitalizing your internal software development and then amortizing that, that's going to flow through COGS as well. And I code that to DevOps as well. So we want to get DevOps expenses correct. Early stage SaaS, usually it's just hosting, maybe SSL, maybe some basic security stuff. But then as we scale, we have more expenses associated with our DevOps area. And we want to get that coded correctly, and we don't want to commingle software expenses down in R&D that truly aren't software expenses for that team, but really embedded in the app to make it work. So a little bit about DevOps today. Thanks.